Hi, Jurgen.
Hi.
Hi. I mean, been watching Fabinho's performances at centre back, which are incredible, given that he's hardly played the position before. What is it that's allowed him to do that so well? Is it his own football intelligence, his understanding of the game? Is it the work you've done with him, or a combination of everything?
Yeah. I would love to say it's just because of us, and before that he couldn't have played any of the positions he plays, but it's not true. So he, obviously Fab is I wouldn't even say a defensive orientated player, it's an organization orientated player. So he's very strategical. He played for I don't know what he played in his youth, by the way. I didn't ask in Brazil, but for Monaco he played quite frequently as a right back.
Yeah.
For the national team he played right back. Then he played double six, one of the double six, not both, and not sure he played centre half before, probably yes. So he just is able to do that. You can see that in different situations that his challenging skills are just outstanding defensively. On top of that, but usually you would say, okay, come on, but football-wise, he's good in small spaces. It makes sense to bring it to play midfield, but yeah, he can play centre half, and we knew that obviously before, and it's not that we invented a position for him. We used him there from time to time, and now more consistently. Oh, yeah, thank God that we have him and Joel and the other boys, that somebody can play these positions.
Fantastic. Okay, Simon Mullock and then Steve Bates. Simon. You need to unmute, Simon, if you don't mind.
Sorry. It was clear from the decision to make Trent Alexander-Arnold captain in midweek what a great source of pride it was for him to captain the club that he clearly loves. Can you just tell us what made you think that he's got those leadership qualities at the age of 22, which is an incredibly young guy, and whether you see him as a potential long-term captain going forward?
I still can't get the point that it's so different. So I said to you a lot of times that German and English people are really similar. So we have a few differences, but how you see the captaincy here in this country is completely different to Germany. So, but I try to understand it, even when I was the most time of my life educated in a different way. So, being a captain, it's not so important who wears the armband. Actually, it's much more important how you behave all around. And yes, Trent is somebody who will be in this kind of role in the future. He is now already in parts, especially with the younger boys in the team. They all have a similar pathway to his pathway, 100%. The reason for it being, I didn't think he's the best leader now in the lineup of the last game. It's the longest in the club. When the players committee, the four captains, if you want, if they are not there, then it was clear it's not even a decision. It was clear it's Trent. And I realized when I told him that it means a lot to him, and obviously a lot to him, and that's cool. And it will be his role in the future when other people finish their careers and stuff like this. And he prepares himself already for that. He will be in the future the face of this club, with some others hopefully, but one of the face of this club, and that's really nice. And when I realized how much it meant to him, then I was really happy that I made the decision. But the decision was a logical one because of the time he's in the club.
Okay. Steve Bates and then Russell.
Hello, Jurgen.
Hi.
Slightly left field question, Jurgen, but still football orientated. The pandemic has seen kind of the joy sucked out of our lives, and I'm sure you're the same in football as we all have suffered with that. I'm just wondering, the Christmas party at football clubs has always been kind of part of football culture, and it's always been seen as a great bonding experience. You know, players go to either fancy dress or they do something. Obviously this year it's probably not going to be possible to go outside your bubble, but as a bonding exercise, and I know the schedule is so crowded, is it important for you that the players do have a break from football, even if it's only for one night, or one day where they can maybe have a Christmas lunch or whatever. Will you still try to do that at this time?
No, don't think so. Don't think it's possible. So we all stick to the same rules. I have no idea what the rules will be until then, but
even inside the club, even
we can't.
In your own training ground.
Could we do that? Probably yes. We eat here, so but social distance. So nothing is the same like before. We have dinner and lunch every day together pretty much, but with enough space between us. And one of so I will not miss the Christmas party. We cannot change that. There will nothing happen. But it's a challenge for all of us to build a group without these kind of events. So it's a big task for the boys to be open enough for new players came in and how they welcome them without having a night out where they will know each other on a different level, yes, but will know each other pretty quickly. And so that's really it's a tough one. So because you create a group every year pretty much new. We didn't have now that many new players, but we had new players, and so that was a challenge. And the boys did really well in that, and it all happened without any kind of party because there was no opportunity. Yes, so partying is now not the reason for me as a person why I want normal life back, but I understand it's for a lot of people like that. So, and I wish normality back as much as anybody. But it's so the Christmas party with the team and in fancy dresses, stuff like this, that will not happen for sure.
Fantastic. Okay, to finish with Russell and then Mike. Russell first and then Mike to finish.
Hi, Jurgen.
Hi, Russell.
Just to follow up John's question about Fabinho, a fan recently described one of his performances as Virgil van Dijk wearing a Fabinho face mask, which obviously was meant as a compliment. Is he? Yeah. How reluctant a central defender is he? Have you had to persuade him that he's a natural in that position? And can also ask you if during Virgil's recovery, is he had pep talks with the central defenders just to guide them and give them advice?
No, I didn't have to persuade him or whatever. So he just, we know he can play the position. We train the position when we have the opportunity. Not only this position, but the positional play when we have time to do so. From him, he played it before. We knew he can play it. We had to adapt slightly with the way we defend when we have a different partnership. Obviously, with Verge or without Verge, we played pretty much a year or so, at least a year, if not longer, always with Verge, which is then obviously as a team you have to adapt to that. For that you need smart players. Thank God we have them. We did that, but that's it. And Virgil was in the first few weeks after he got injured, not in a situation to talk to people and tell them how to have to play a centre half position. So now he's back here, and that's now all different, and he's fine. He was around the last game against Wolves, which was really nice. And now the boys speak to each other, but what they speak about to each other, I have no idea. You have to ask themselves. But I didn't ask Verge to explain other guys the centre half position. I thought so far that's my job, and we did that as good as we could.
Okay. Final question, Mike McGrath, and that finishes.
Hi, Jurgen. I was going to ask about Fabinho as well. Just before you signed him, his dad said that he was speaking to United, he was speaking to City. I was just thinking back to that time. Did your transfer team did you have to work in secret to get him? And was it a difficult one to do?
Oh, you should ask Fabinho. I didn't know that time that I could imagine that Man United and City was in the race as well, but I didn't know it, so we didn't speak about it. We didn't try to be better than them. We just said what we had to say, what we think, what he will be for us, and stuff like this. I think the best help was probably Bobby. From they knew him as each other from the national team. Was Ali already there? No, he came before Ali, or did they come together? That's a good question. So I think Bobby probably helped, and maybe Phil if he still was here. I don't know, but it's just what for sure Phil what he said about Liverpool, because Phil obviously loves and loved Liverpool, and so these kind of things they helped them a little bit more. I don't know. I couldn't tell you anymore what I said to him because it's too long ago, but it was obviously convincing enough, and so it came together. But I remember actually I don't know what I said, but now I have to picture in my mind when I met him first. So pretty shy boy, and maybe thought it would be the best to be around a pretty vocal, loud manager, and that's might have been the reason why he joined us.
Okay, thank you guys. Thank you, boss. Thank you, everyone. Stay safe. Speak to you soon.
Bye bye.